What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Bad Movie Posters, where I look at some of the worst movie posters I've seen, and I dissect them and let you know why they're so poorly edited if it wasn't already apparent. Alright, so let's get right into this. If you guys haven't checked out part 1, please make sure to check that out by clicking the link up top right now. Alright, let's get right into this. Stay Cool is the first movie we're going to start off with. Right off the bat, we're coming back with an issue we had in the first episode, and that is these pictures of these actors and actresses are taken from all different locations. And it's so obvious. You see they're trying to make up for it with the lighting. The guy in the front right here in the middle, you see they try to add a little lighting, make it seem like he's there. You know, it's so obvious. It looks bad. This star-studded cast, not really, are just all over the place. They're looking all different areas. Only 2 of these people, or 3, I guess, are looking right at the camera. Everyone else, where are they looking? They're looking to the right, they're looking to the left, they're looking a little off camera. It's so obvious that they weren't there. And it looks sloppy, and it just looks bad overall. Alright, let's go on to the next one. What is this? And who made this? I mean, listen, we've got XMen First Class. This is a blockbuster film. Now, that doesn't mean much nowadays because a lot of these blockbuster movies are really bland and really boring, to be honest. They're movie posters we're talking about here. Just really bland, not much effort put into them, as you're going to see later on. But this is just an example of why. You know, you have Charles Xavier, or his silhouette here. We have James McAvoy here. His face is faded into the silhouette. Doesn't really make sense. I don't know why his face isn't in the center of the silhouette. It's being cut off by that little space between the armrest and the knee. It's like they just put a picture of his face, added, feathered it out a little bit, faded it in, added a little opacity to it, just plastered it on this really rigid silhouette of Charles Xavier, and then they called it the movie poster. This is one of many, but still, it's not a good gimmick. Holy moly. What? I mean, guys, what is this? They look like a bunch of they look like mannequins, all of them. What did they do? Oh no. They're airbrushed beyond recognition, all of them. None of them are there. You could tell. They did the best they could. They took all these pictures, all these actors from all walks of life. As I already mentioned earlier, they aren't in the room, believe it or not. They took them from all different kind of pictures with different kind of lighting, shoved them in here, and tried their very hardest to make it seem like they're all here and they're all looking at you. Look at Christopher Walken. He's faded in the image. He looks like he shouldn't be there, okay? I wouldn't be smiling. I wouldn't be smiling to be on this movie poster. We have the guy on top of Christopher Walken. What's that all about? He looks like a bobblehead, like he doesn't have a body. And you mean to tell me that the guy next to him, what are they, one person? They look like they're conjointed. They have 2 heads, 1 body. That's what it looks like. Now that I'm looking back at it, it could arguably be 3 heads on 1 body. Look at Cat Williams. Yeah, it's Cat Williams. Airbrushed beyond compare, not a wrinkle on him. And then this lady in the middle. Are you kidding? What happened? It's like a bunch of heads. They tried so hard. They really did, but ultimately you see the final result is just a mess of airbrush and heads all looking at you. It just doesn't look good. Oh, okay, I just noticed the arm, Owen Wilson's supposed hand over Ed Helms. Are you kidding me? That doesn't even make sense. It looks like Ed Helms is a little kid compared to Owen Wilson, and he's just grabbing him. Oh man, there's so much wrong with this. Anyways, let's move on. Yikes. Alright, so we have Louie e Babydog. Seems like it's Portuguese. I don't 100% agree with that E being in the middle. Don't know what that's all about, but Seriously, that's so small compared to the elephant in the room. Hello? The dog. What, are you kidding me? The dog is not there. You're telling me that this movie, you're looking at the 3 characters in the movie, I presume. That's Louie, that's Lay, and that's the Babydog, and you couldn't get them all in the same room to take one picture for the poster? I mean, really, you could have even taken a still from the movie. Why do you gotta Photoshop this dog in here? Doesn't even look good. What? Doesn't even look remotely good. He's clearly not there, and this licking thing, like, you couldn't even have him, like, just there. They tried adding a little shadow on her shoulder. Yeah, but you can't just superimpose in that. You can't superimpose it. And again, we're back with the really bland white and red color scheme. I had this issue with the first episode. These movie posters, they're bland. White and red? What do we, like, just have a little creativity, why don't you? Next, Left Behind. Goodness. Another just example of proportion. I guarantee you that Nick Cage wasn't wearing that. They put his head in there. They put his head in there in the background, and it doesn't look good. It looks like a video game, and quite honestly, a road. Think about it. There's a road. They're on a road, apparently, even though we know they're not. But a road extends out into the ocean. Man, just overall over-edited, very saturated. You know, it doesn't look pleasing whatsoever. All right, Melissa McCarthy's back from the first episode. She's back, everyone. And again, airbrush beyond recognition. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Now, this time, and I don't even know if it's even her fault, but every poster I see her in, she's airbrushed like crazy. And honestly, that doesn't look like the face of her, the shape of her face at all. It really doesn't. It looks off. You know, it just, something's off about it. You could tell it's the overuse of airbrush, the over-editing. It just doesn't look authentic. It doesn't look real. And I get that you have to use it a little bit, but not to this extent. I Am Wrath? Holy. I mean, everybody, look at this. We're looking at 2 prime examples of just terrible editing. It's bland in its appearance, but above all, his face, I mean, what did they do? It looks like a video game, and it's not. It's a movie, but it looks like graphics, full-blown graphics. They pulled out the CGI to make this movie poster. I mean, what is this? His head is huge in this one. Why? Why is it so big compared to his body? I mean, yeah, it just doesn't look good. All right, we have the Great Wall, Matt Damon. I don't know if you noticed, but I think I'm gonna go out on a ledge and say that Matt Damon is in the movie. I know it's probably tough to make that call, but I think he might star in this one, considering that 80% of this poster is his face. There's no creativity, and I get it. You want to flaunt your star, which happens to be Matt Damon in this movie, but would it kill you to zoom out a little bit? Why is his face in my face? And the Great Wall. The wall is like a little, you have to zoom in with a microscope to see the Great Wall. Barely, half of it in the background, because they decided to put his face just right out in the open, literally taking up all this space. Why? It makes for a bland poster, nothing creative about it, nothing that makes you want to go see this movie, and it just, I don't know, it's just uninspired, really. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, comment, and let me know what other videos you want to see, and if there's any posters you'd like me to check out. Alright, thank you guys, goodbye.